now I have like one every 2 weeks. So this is momentous. Okay, so here we are today. Today we're going to be talking about the TDP. Hi, Kellie-Ann. Oh, Lori says, hi, Kellie-Ann LaPointe. I think you might have the wrong person. That's okay. Today we're going to be talking about tiny digital products. Tiny digital products that you can sell. Tiny digital products that you can create in as little as a weekend. Tiny digital products that you can use to build your business. Tiny digital products that you can use to validate a larger, higher ticket item. We're going to talk about that today. I just want to give everybody a sneak peek. Hey, the lovely Paula, a sneak peek at what's happening in the industry today, what's happening in 2020 in terms of tiny digital products. And the reason I'm doing that is the reason I'm doing this training today, and it was totally unplanned. But what I like to do is, you know, every day I talk to a lot of you ambitious women in the DMs, or you're messaging me or what have you. And the common denominator is that 2021 was a bit of a stinker. Like, give me a hands up in the comments, like 2021 was a bit of a steaming turd. And so a lot of people are going into 2022 saying, oh my God, like I didn't get what I needed to get done in 2021. I did not meet my expectations. I did not meet my goals. I'm not where I want to be. I feel guilty, ashamed. I don't even want to talk about this business idea or keep moving forward because I didn't achieve the results I want to. Hey, Shelly, 2021, boo. Yeah, I hear you, boo. And so a lot of people are like, you know what, Kellie-Ann, I just need some wins. I just need a few small, incremental, tiny wins that say, and that help validate me as a person, as an entrepreneur. I don't want to say validate you as a person because you're all amazing, but you know what I'm saying. It's easy to give up. It's easy to let our impatience derail us, right? When we're not selling like we want to be, when we're not selling with predictability, with regularity, when we can't count on an X amount of income, or maybe those of you are here who want to start a business, have a big idea, and that didn't pan out in 2021. You're still in that trying to start mode, or you've tried to start and you haven't really made any sales, you haven't built your audience, you haven't landed on that offer that's converted. So people are like, you know what, January 2022, Kellie-Ann, can you just help me? Can you help me get some quick wins? So today, where I'm going to show you a simple way that you can launch a tiny product and attach a tiny price tag that will give you some big wins. Okay. So Teresa says, yeah, maybe we needed 2021 to let us know to refocus, change, and grow. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes we need a kick in the pants, right? That virtual kick in the pants. I think we all got that in 2021. Like I tell people, 2021, like for me, was a pretty great year because I've always worked online. I've always showed women how to work online, make money online. So it just reinforced that business model. And fortunately, knock wood, hand to God, things worked out well for me. But I'm here today to show you how we're going to get some quick wins, people. So we're going to talk about tiny digital products. Now, a lot of you are probably like, what the heck is that, Kellie-Ann? So first of all, let's get back to the basics. Hold on here, try to change my screen. Back to the basics. So whether you're launching a business, a new offer, a high ticket offer, a low ticket offer, a freebie, what have you, okay? The basics of business are what? First, it's people, it's relationships. Well, what are the basic building blocks? You need an offer and you need an audience. You need something to sell and you need people to sell it to. That's the basic. So when people come to me and say, yeah, I have a business, I've started a business, and they say, I've got a website and I've got an offer and I've got all these, you know, I've got these, I don't know, harem pants that I'm selling on Etsy and I sell these templates and I've got a coaching, but they absolutely don't have an audience to sell any of it to. So what they end up having is this really wonderful, maybe online presence, maybe you've got a funnel, maybe you've got a website, maybe you're on Amazon, maybe you're on Etsy, maybe you're social, what have you, but you have no one to sell it to. So nobody knows what you sell, nobody knows you're an expert, nobody knows where to go to buy anything, you haven't connected with anybody. And so the basics, you need an offer, you need an audience. So a simple way, okay, to create and build an audience and to validate that audience and to validate a higher ticket offer is to what? Is to offer a lower ticket offer. If people are willing to open their wallets for something that's $5, $10, $25, what have you, they're warm. That tells you, hey, what I've been working on, what I've been digging into, what I've been putting out there makes sense. This is solving some sort of a problem out there because people are willing to what? Drop their wallet, like pry it open and hand over their credit card. So a tiny digital product, what the heck is it? Let's talk about it. Let's get into a little bit more detail. Let's see if we have any. I'm always trying to keep my eye over here. Again, if you have questions, just drop them in the comments. So a tiny digital product, what are we talking about here? A tiny digital product is something that you sell online. Check. It is quick and easy to create. You do not spend 6 months on it. You do not have to go take, a 12-month certification. You don't have to learn something new. It is quick and easy to make because, chances are it's based on something you already know. It's based on your expertise, your knowledge, maybe something you already make. Okay. And with a tiny digital product, there's no need to talk to prospects. What I mean is, because there's a low sticker value, you don't need to drag out the sales process. You don't need to be jumping on all the free calls. You don't need to be communicating in the DMs. You don't need to be sending 12 newsletters. You don't need to be showing up on Facebook Live, 3 times a day, because it's low ticket. So you're not converting, convincing, educating. Okay. So because there's no need to talk to all these people, it operates more on an autopilot in a passive way. There's also unlimited stock. It's not, this is typically based on your expertise or your knowledge or something that you create. So it's not something that you have to have, invest $50,000 in stock in, or you need to print, 4,000 copies, or you need to order, boxes or what have you. It's unlimited because it's typically coming from here. So there's no overhead, okay? And what do I tell people? The low-hanging fruit, the fastest way to market is what? Something you don't want overhead. You don't want to invest in materials. You don't want to invest in platforms. And the tiny digital product, what I mentioned before, it helps you build and validate your audience, okay? It helps you build and validate. Again, you're offering something to someone with a price tag attached. If they take out their wallet and buy it, what does that tell you? This person isn't a tire kicker. This person isn't going to consume all my free content and never buying anything, because this is business, people. Okay, this is business. There's nothing wrong with commerce. We're here to make money. Yes, we're here to serve. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, we're making an offer. We're selling something. So the tiny offer with the tiny price tag helps you build your audience, okay, to whom you can sell something larger, something with a heavier, more expensive price tag. And it also weeds out the tire kickers, okay? I can offer something for free and 1,000 people will download it. 3% of those people will convert because they're tire kickers. I mean, and I've got, I run this group. Most of you are taking some sort of program with me or have taken some sort of program or in the program, but a lot of you enter the group because it's free, and that's reality. So there's no shame, but that's it. When we're starting out, we're in a lot of that DIY mentality. So that tiny digital product helps us to weed out those tire kickers and validate what we're offering, the problem we're solving, and our audience. Typically, that tiny digital product, okay, is under $97. Some people hover around 127, but for me, what I've had success with, excuse me, dry throat, is a product under $97. So typically for me would range from $497 to $97 within that those two benchmarks, okay? And then what the bonus of the tiny digital product is that it sets you up to get clients for your signature product or your signature program. So somebody buys my $4.97 tiny digital product, okay? So they go to wherever I'm housing it, they enter their email, they enter their credit card, and that, I deliver that tiny digital product to them via an automation. And then that's the first email, they get their tiny digital product. And then in the second email, in the indoctrination series, I start to set them up and predispose them to what I offer. agitating their problem, reminding them about their biggest, unfulfilled desire, so that I drive them through to a higher ticket offer. It could be driving them through to a free call. It could be driving them through to my signature program. But the tiny digital product sets you up to market to them, to market to somebody who's already said and raised their hand and said, I'm interested because I'm willing to spend $5, $25, $97, what have you. So the sell, okay, and the conversion to your higher ticket item is much, much easier and much higher than if you were offering a freebie. Now, there's nothing wrong with offering a freebie. That still works. And I'll go into that in a few slides, but I still teach the lean lead magnet launch. I still teach it, but this is another sort of 2022 way to launch and get paid and to build your business off the back of a tiny offer. So let's get into, you're probably all saying, what the hell? Okay, show me some tangible examples. Does anyone have any questions? It's hard for me sometimes to see if anyone has any questions. So just drop something. Let me know if this is all making sense to you in the comments. Okay, sometimes I can't see the comments, but let me know if this all makes sense. Like, give me a hell yeah. So let's look at some examples of tiny digital products. So let's break it down. Let's break it down, Kellie-Ann. So this is a tiny digital product that I offer. This is a typical $4.97 offer. Okay, this is copy and paste templates for the coach, consultant, freelancer, or entrepreneur who's struggling to start a business. And so I offer them a workbook and a client avatar template and how to create an irresistible offer worksheet. And then I offer them, I think in this one, maybe 40 or 50 social media templates in Canva. And I offer all of that for $4.97. So the reason behind that, oh yeah, I'm getting a lot of hell yeahs. Okay, hell yeah from Danielle, hell yeah from Teresa. Exactly, ladies, right? So this $4.97, it's not going to pay my mortgage, okay, on face value, $4.97. But for those of you who are in my signature program and you were on our live group coaching call last Friday, remember I kept telling you, I kept hearing ding, 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 right? Because people were buying the $4.97 offer, and I've just promoted it once. That $4.97 offer, if you have enough of those, guess what? That helps you, here it is, build momentum in your business, boost your confidence, validate that, guess what? There are people out there who are struggling with the steps to start a business, who are struggling with how to create an offer, who are struggling to find clients. That validates my entire business model. It also helps me, what? Parse out the tire kickers. These people that download this are spending $5. That tells me that I'm going to have a much greater chance of converting them to my $997 signature business building program than those who just download all my free stuff. And I have to market and I have to show up and I have to have my 7 touch points. So that's a really, really, really basic, simple example of I start at the $4.97 price point, okay? They download, they give me their email, and then I market to them and I drive them through to a free call or right to my sales page because my offer is pretty low ticket. This is an example of a $27 offer, okay? Another tiny digital product, 80 email templates to help you engage, build trust, and sell to your list. For $27, you're gonna get 80 email templates sent to you, okay? So this is for somebody who's great at copywriting. You've had a lot of, you're great at conversion copywriting. You're great at, newsletters. You're great at social selling, and writing is your bag. This person, okay, this person put together a tiny digital offer with $27, and they built their business off the back of it. You can sell a lot of $27 offers. Think about it. And you build your audience at the same time. And before you know it, you have a pond of people that you can sell to. Okay, this is a $5.60 offer, which is really cool. And again, there's a lot of psychology around pricing. And for those of you who are on, there are a lot of you on this that are in my signature program, I get into the psychology of pricing. But that $5.60 offer, this is a funnel marketing kit. You get all the high converting templates to sell your products and services. sales pages, landing pages, order bumps, Facebook pages, you get all of it for $5.60. So this person, that's their tiny digital offer. And then I guarantee you with this particular one, as soon as you download and give your email, he's marketing a higher ticket offer to you because he knows you're warm. He solved a problem. You've raised your hand. Okay. This is a $97 offer. It's a limited time offer that I do for a 1 hour coaching call. Normally a 1 hour coaching call with me would obviously be much more, but sometimes I will drop a limited time. I think this is on now, a limited time 1 hour coaching call. Oh, sorry, I gotta move this so I can see. For $97. That's the tiny digital offer. Why? There's no overhead, there's no inventory. It's one-on-one, my time, my expertise. I really typically don't have to prepare for it. It's literally my time. Okay, I'm trading my time for $97. That is a super cheap and cheerful, easy peasy way to validate your audience. If somebody's going to pay $97 for a 1 hour call with me, again, this is limited time. This is not my regular price. But I know that they see me as an expert. I know that if I get them on the phone, I'm going to help them solve some problems quickly. And chances are they're going to buy something else from me. Okay. So that's another example. Does this make sense to everybody? What do you think of these examples? Let me know in the comments. So these are more template-based offers, but again, templates are super hot. You just have to go to Etsy to see that, okay? But I wanted to throw in and show you a one-to-one sort of offer that's just based on me showing up and sitting down on my computer. Let's see some more. Let's see some more. So these are some more, and I went to Etsy to show you. When you go to Etsy, for those of you who are familiar with Etsy, it's a maker marketplace, and people are showing up there and they're selling, and a lot of it are tiny digital products. Like this is, you know, $9.28 for wedding invitations, which is a hot market, and I'll get to that in a bit. This is $40 for a planner, another hot market. People love to buy a planner. This is a really fun one. It's $49 for 550 Instagram templates for coaches. And I love this one because they're very, very specific. It's for a coach. So they're very clear on who their audience is. So think about it. If somebody buys this 550 Instagram template from them for coaches for $40, this person is going to market to them in the background if they're a smart business person. Okay, they're going to market to them something a lot more expensive, something that drives through, that's on their value ladder. Because remember, typically we go from some sort of free offer to an intro offer to a core offer to a high ticket. That's sort, you know, the basics. The tiny digital product kind of turns that on its ear, and we'll talk about that. So these are $9.28, $40. This one's $49, all under $97. All hot sellers on Etsy. Okay. All hot sellers on Etsy. Here's a really fun one. Okay, here's a really fun tiny digital product. This is a buy me a coffee. This is a $5 buy me a coffee. So what I do is, right now I'm creating a YouTube channel. I have like 100 and some videos that are going to be in a YouTube channel. Okay, on various topics related to starting a business, creating an offer, finding an audience, you know, social selling, sales funnels, etc. But in that channel, in the description, I put this. I put my, you know, buy me a coffee. And for $5, people send, you know, click and they send me a coffee if they value, you know, if they love the content they're consuming, you know, if I've helped them solve a problem. Sometimes people after a free call know that they believe they can't afford to move on, you know, and sometimes people are like, buy me a coffee for $5. I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but you know, the twist is people say, buy me a tea, buy me a cinnamon bun, buy me a coffee. And it's an app and you sign up. And sometimes I will drop this in some of my freebies. Sounds crazy, but it works because people like to thank you. People, you know, it's nice to be nice, as they say. So sometimes this is a great, not sometimes, but this is a great idea. I came across this last year. I was in a mastermind, and we were talking about tiny digital products. This is before I launched some of the ones I just showed you. And somebody actually was talking about this, and I thought, oh my God, that's crazy. Well, guess what? People like that. They like when they show up and you help. And you know, if you've ever spoken to me in the DMs or if you've ever spoken to me on email, I help you. I'm not trying to sell you stuff all the time. So the buy me a coffee, super cute. So take a look at it. You can add this to the bottom of your YouTube channel. You can add it to even a freebie. You can add it to the bottom of your booking page. You can add it on your social channels and your Insta bio, what have you. And as you build your audience, people are going to buy you coffee or tea or cinnamon bun or what have you. Okay. So those are some really fun examples. Let me know in the comments what example, what made sense to you. I mean, there's lots and lots of different examples, but I just wanted to pull up some tangible ones. And right now what we're going to get into are the different categories of tiny digital products. And there are different categories. So there are text-based tiny digital products, there are image-based tiny digital products, there are tools and templates. I mean, this is the way I break it down, and there are courses and challenges. So if you're sitting on this and you have a business, or you have an idea, or you haven't started a business and you just want to make some money and you want to grow your audience and you want to validate your offer and you just want to put something out into the world to get some wins, these are the different categories that you can start to consider. Okay, so let's talk about text-based. So text-based TDPs are typically ebooks. Okay, ebooks, guides, how to write an email in 15 minutes, how to build your website in a weekend. So it's typically a text-based. So you're either going to send them an ebook, or you're going to send them a guide, you're going to send them a how-to or a checklist or some sort of printable workbook. Or, if you're in more of a small business, corporate client, maybe some sort of a report or a resource list. So it's typically something that you can create in a Google Doc or Word doc, or you can get fancy and do it in Canva, keeping it simple, keeping it low cost, low time, low energy, something you could create in a weekend. Okay, so those are examples of text-based. And of course, what do we know? We know that ebooks are super popular. And so why not charge for one? Why not charge for one? Wouldn't it be better to charge like $4.97 for an ebook and get 20 people to download it and validate than get, put an ebook out for free and get 500 people, or just download every freaking free thing you're ever going to put out there? Tell me if that makes sense. Doesn't that make sense? Wouldn't it be better to have 20 people that actually open their wallet and buy that ebook versus 500 are going to download it? Kind of a no-brainer, right? So those are text-based. Image-based, and gosh, there's so many places to sell these things. Like image-based are things like, yeah, Shelly says perfect sense. Exactly. That's why I like you, Shelly. You're smart. Image-based are like done-for-you graphics, getting people out of the DIY mentality, the done-for-you graphics. And I'll give you an example. Let's say, well, here's a perfect example. You guys know that I also I'm part owner in a pelvic health physiotherapy clinic. Okay. I also, in my consulting business, I consult for about 10 physio clinics here in Montreal. What do we need? We always need graphics related to physiotherapy, massotherapy, osteopathy, okay, what have you. So instead of me and my marketing people spending all their time going to this site and that site and this site, I can go to like an Etsy and I can Google on physio or medical or healthcare. And one of you smart people who's super duper great at graphics has created 50 done for you physiotherapy graphic bundle, or, you get what I'm saying? Or like stock photos. Or for instance, if I have a client and their product is geared towards babies, one of you lovely entrepreneurs can come up with some sort of tiny digital product between $5 and $97 that solves a particular problem. And that particular problem could be, I don't have any nice photos for my social media, right? Or here's another example of the done for you graphics. People who run cooking blogs, vegan-based blogs, vegetarian blogs, what have you, they always need pictures, right? And some people aren't great at taking pictures. It could be done for you graphics like affirmations and quotes. You know how, on your social feed, maybe once a week you have your themes mapped out, and one of the days is, affirmation, whatever, Thursday, and you don't want to spend a lot of time going all over the internet and down all those rabbit holes. So you buy a 50, Instagram affirmations in purple and pink from a done for you graphic bundle, tiny digital product. See, you see where I'm going with this? Do you see where I'm going? Do you get what I'm throwing down? Let me know if you get what I'm throwing down. People sell fonts. I've worked with a lot of people who are photographers, graphic designers, what have you. They sell font bundles. They sell logo bundles. Here are 10 customizable logo bundles for the family lawyers or for startup mindset coaches or what have you. Or they'll go into these different sites and they'll just have 10 editable vector files. They sell icons. How many of us love to have custom icons? I actually saw a woman, she got on a free call with me. Danielle Phillips says she loved this. Absolutely. Danielle, if we haven't spoken on the phone, we should talk. Icon packs. I know for me, when I'm doing anything related to the accidental entrepreneur and I'm putting out content, and I'll say to a VA, one of my VAs, I want custom icons for this, that, and the other thing. Hell, sometimes it's nice to go buy that stuff, right? So you buy icon packs, logo packs, font packs, stock photos, done for you graphics, price them under 97 bucks. That's tiny digital product. You can make money doing this. You can validate your audience. You can build your business off the back. I'm telling you, you can build your business off the back of one of these tiny products. I've known people who've done it, okay? The thinking right now in the online world is everybody, and let me know if this is true, okay? Let me know if you've heard this. Everybody, the thinking is we all have to have a high ticket product. And if we don't have a high ticket mastermind, if you're service-based, or we don't have these high price tag products, that we're somehow less than, that we aren't reaching our full potential, right? That we aren't aligning ourselves with our goals and our master plan. Please, okay? So throw that way of thinking. That works. That absolutely works. But it's not a cookie cutter approach, right? If you're at a point and you're sitting at your computer and you're scratching your head and you need to pay, you need to pay the daycare or what have you, or put money aside for retirement, or the minivan payment, or like me, within the past 6 weeks, my stove broke, my washer broke, you name it, okay? Because I have a large audience and I've built that audience, I can throw out a tiny offer, something under 100 bucks that solves a problem, okay? That solves a very specific problem and offers a very specific transformation, and I can make money. So if you have no audience, start with this. Why not? Build an audience of actual potential buyers. People say build an audience for ideal clients. Hell, build an audience of potential buyers. People are actually willing to buy something, okay? So those are image-based. Now I'm going to talk about tools and templates. Hot, 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 super hot, scorching hot, okay? But a red ocean, lots of competition, lots and lots of competition. Tools and templates are things like this. Website templates, 12 customizable WordPress templates for the startup business consultant, okay? So WordPress themes, WordPress plugins. Here's a translation plugin from, English to the Spanish, or for in my world, French. Here's right? Presets. I've worked with two photographers, and they were trying to figure out, how am I going to pivot in this, 2020 world when people are, taking all their pictures on their iPhone and they think, they're a photographer, what have you. And so we came up with an idea of launching a tiny digital product, presets for Lightroom and Photoshop. And I think that product was, I want to say 1997 or something like that, right? And it helped her build her audience and eventually sell them on a much higher ticket offer. And I think her high ticket offer at that point was some sort of a course, some sort of an iPhone photography for moms course. Templates, business card templates, logo templates, Instagram templates, resume templates, big, 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 big. Right now in this economy and this world where people, what are they calling it? The mass exodus, the grand exodus, what have you. People got used to working at home. They didn't want to go back to their 9 to 5. They're looking for new opportunities, etc. Resumes. You know how many people ask me, because I have a corporate business, hey, can you do a resume? I used to do that stuff. I don't do it anymore. How about if you offered? a done for you resume. Here are 10 sample resume templates that you can put together in Canva in a weekend and put a price tag on it. Doesn't that make sense? That stuff sells itself. And then you can drive those people through to maybe some graphic design work. Okay, there are ways to think out how that value ladder would work. Courses and challenges. I love this one. I love this one because a lot of people don't consider courses and challenges as tiny digital products, but they are. Let me know if you're all still alive out there, okay? Let me know if I'm boring you. No, don't tell me if I'm boring you. Let me know where you are if you have any questions. Courses and challenges. A 60-minute training in a pop-up Facebook group. So 60-minute training. Hey guys, next week on Wednesday, I'm going to host a 60-minute training in this very specific pop-up Facebook group. Here's the link. Here's my Stripe link to pay me. It's 60 minutes for, $19.99. And I'm going to be talking about how to write an email in 15 minutes. Because you validated that that's a problem. You know who the audience is. You know how to solve that problem. You can get them value quickly. Why wouldn't somebody pay to write an email, how to write an email in 15 minutes? That's solving a problem I know exists. I need to do that. Note to self. No, too much going on, right? How about a 3 to 5 part email course? I just got off the phone with somebody yesterday, one of my lovely clients. And, we're trying to figure out what can we do right now to launch something, to just get me some incremental wins, to validate and boost my confidence. Where do I feel aligned? How do I want to show up and serve, right? And so I was saying to her, like, heck, why don't we do some sort of, 3 or 5 part email course? Like every day somebody gets an email with a particular piece of content that solves a particular problem. And that over the 5 days, they have some sort of transformation and attach a price tag to it. Maybe use some material that you already have, repurpose, okay? That's how we do this fast. A 5-day challenge. You've seen this. People like join my 5-day challenge, and at the end of the 5-day challenge, let's say it's a 5-day challenge, how to become more visible on Facebook. Most people will offer you this for free, but if you say it's a 5-day paid challenge for $5, $1 a day, okay? And every day you send them something to do this on day 1, this on day 2, this on day 3, etc. And at the end of day 5, they have their personal Facebook funnel set up, which is something I teach. It's $5, it's $1 a day, but you know that you validated your audience. You're building an audience of people who are what? Not tightwads. That's one of the modules or videos in the Accidental Entrepreneur signature course, like how to sell the tightwads. This is a way you're validating. They're not a tightwad. They're willing to pay. And then at the end of that 5-day, they build their personal Facebook funnel. And now what can you sell them to? How can we drive them through your value ladder? So courses and challenges, people are looking for this type of opportunity. So why not attach a tiny price tag to it for a big win? Okay. Does that make sense? Here we go. So places to sell. Where are you going to market this? It's not build it and they will come, right? But you're putting it on Etsy. You can put it on Amazon, Creative Market, your website, your social channels. You can build a simple funnel. It's not complicated. It's one product, one tiny digital product, one type of client with one message and one price tag. And that link to get that tiny digital product, okay, you're going to put that link everywhere. Keep it low tech, keep it simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. There are many ways to market and be seen that don't require you to, sell your hair. I mean, maybe 20 years ago, I would have considered that, right? When times are tough, I'm like, you know what, I should sell my hair. No. So you mean, obviously there are a lot of places to sell it. The template business, the bundles, just go on Etsy after this, people, and Google it. Look at top sellers, templates, Canva templates, email templates, website templates. They're all there. Huge market. Even in the product business, if you have products, what could a tiny digital product be? What could it be? It doesn't have to be the product. It could be a tiny digital product related to the product. As an example, I have a client who sells soap, handmade soap. What would the tiny digital product be? For $4.97, okay, I'm going to send you, I don't know, a checklist of, different ways that to use the soap as shampoo, as dish soap. I'm spitballing here, but you get it. So you don't have to be giving your products away or attaching a price tag to your products. It could be a tiny digital product related to your products. Okay. And of course, I always have a gazillion ideas. For those of you who've worked with me, or you know, I always have a gazillion ideas. So let's say you're making, I don't know, handmade bags. You're not going to just slap $4.97 on a handmade bag, but maybe there's something around the handmade bag or the dog collar. I know I've got someone on here, or it could be what have you related to it. Okay. Yeah. Brenda says audio products. Audio products are absolutely tiny digital products. I had them in the list. I'm like, this is going to go too long, but yes, of course, audio products are tiny digital products as well. Okay. So if you have a product-based business, don't despair. You don't have to give away your stuff for free or slap a price tag on it that, you know, causes you sleepless nights. There are ways to create TDPs around product-based stuff. That's a TDP. That's word-based or audio-based or text or design-based. Okay. I'm trying to get through so I don't waste everybody's time. So typically with the TDP, with a tiny digital product, you're going to create things like digital downloads, templates, courses, and challenges. You're going to be using things like Canva, maybe Illustrator, maybe Photoshop, template for templates. Check that out. Courses and challenges, it could just be in Word. It's just email. You can have your ESP, like your ConvertKit or your MailChimp. You collect the emails and then you're sending out an email every day. Could be a Google Doc, a link to a Google Doc. I always tell people, keep it low tech. When people are buying something at a $4 price or $19.99 price or anything under $97, the expectation is reasonable, right? They don't expect you to have a $5,000 fully built out 3-page sales funnel and ClickFunnels if you're selling them something for $97. Okay, so you can create them with simple tools. Most of them are free tools, and you can create these products in a weekend. That's the way, if you follow a plan. And so what we need to do is, like I always tell people, whether you're selling something at $5 or $5,000, you have to base your idea on these 3 markets. Okay. You have the health, the wealth, the relationship market. And then there are sub markets related to those markets. You get into those markets. You try to niche down into those markets. You try to find a group of people, a hungry audience who has a problem that you can solve with a tiny digital product. People who are actively searching. If they're actively searching, they're willing, chances are, to pay. Okay. So health, wealth, relationship. I teach this. I've said it. I've done videos on this. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but you get it. So if, as an example, if you know your TDP is within the targets, the health market, maybe the sub market of that is fat loss or training, and maybe your tiny digital product, maybe your niche is stay-at-home moms, and maybe your tiny digital product is a 5-day email course where every day you give them a 15-minute, I don't know, high impact exercise they can do at home. Okay, make sense? If you're in the relationship market, your sub market is, let's say, parenting, and you niche down further and it's parenting for kids with eating restrictions. Okay, maybe they're peanut allergies or diabetic or gluten intolerant, etc. Maybe your tiny digital product is some sort of grocery store checklist for the busy mom with you know, kids with peanut allergies. I don't know, or you know, a 5-day meal plan prep or an ebook, or what have you. So there are different ways to think about it and attach price tags to it. It doesn't have to be free. Okay. So the big thing is you need to always validate. So yes, you choose your market, and yes, you come up with this idea, but you need to validate your idea. And you can research on Etsy and Google Keyword and a bunch of different places. You can Google and see what people are Googling. You can go to YouTube, but you need to validate, because you need to make sure that people are that the product is in demand, the people are selling it, that there's a lot of demand, but maybe not enough product, that it's done a lot, there's a lot out there, but you can make it better. Like if you go into the template world, you can see a lot of customizable, editable templates in Canva, but you need to have a strong POV, a strong point of view. Maybe there are 50 customizable, you know, templates in Canva for the stay-at-home mom blogger. Okay, you getting specific. That's what's going to make you stand out. And of course, if you validate, if you follow my steps to validation and my validation process, and you find out that nobody's doing it, you can't find it, I would tell you, don't do it. Some coaches would say, oh, do it, and then, you know, enter the market as the market leader. Not if you want some quick wins. Okay, so what I tell people is find something that people are selling, that people are Googling, that people are searching on, and do it better with a strong point of view. Does this make sense, guys? Can someone let me know if you're still there? It's the beauty of these trainings. Like, have I bored anyone to tears yet? So let's talk about the hot market. So I went through a bunch of ideas. When I broke down the categories, there were about 20 ideas there, but these are the burning hot top 10 digital product ideas. Okay, so like lean in. Oh, hey Lisa, how are things? Lovely. Lisa, I follow her on LinkedIn. I love her posts on LinkedIn. So let's get back. Tiny digital product ideas. Ebooks, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, what do you want me to say? It's a no-brainer. They sell. People love to download an ebook. They're used to downloading ebooks. They've been predisposed to it. They understand the value they can offer. People download ebooks. Problem is, Shelly says, yeah, great, perfect. Thank you, Shelly. Problem is, people will download, you know, like I have a business building workbook. People love to download it. It doesn't mean they're going to buy. People just love, they're in that very specific mindset, and a lot of it is based in desperation and frustration. So they see 6 simple steps to starting and launching an online business from scratch, they download it. Okay, but it was only until I could figure out a really hungry market that connected with me and who were willing to invest in themselves where I started to make money. And that's typically with women over 45, 50. Planners is a huge market. Here's a funny story. About 4 years ago, I had a private client, and maybe it was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and she came to me and she bought my signature private coaching package at the time, which means that I work with my client, you know, for 8 weeks or 12 weeks and like 1 or 2 times a week, and we really build out her entire business and her offer and her audience, etc. And I said to her, okay, what do you want to sell? And she said, I want to create a planner. Now, at the time, 4 or 5 years ago, I remember getting off the call and saying to my husband, oh my God, because I'm honest. When she said she wanted to create a planner, I said to her, like, I'm going to have to take some time and research this, because it was I didn't understand the market. I didn't even know there was a need or a hole in the market. Well, guess what? Once I started doing research 4 or 5 years ago, I realized, holy cow, you know, once I took it through my validation plan, people are searching on this. People actually want customized planners. And now in the market in 2022, the planner market has exploded. Go to Etsy, Google it, okay? So customizable digital planners. If you have a penchant for writing, okay, a skill, a talent, if you have a solid aesthetic and you understand Canva, you can put together a planner, and you can sell a planner under a $97 price point. I think I showed you one in a couple of slides ago. That was about $40, right? So planners are huge. Mini coachings, one-to-one or group. So anything that you can do that doesn't require you to have inventory or to create something. Remember what I said? I offer that $97 1-hour coaching call, a limited time offer type of thing for $97. I'd show up. As I'm doing this for so long, there's not much prep to it, right? And so basically all you do for that is here's the Stripe link, pay, and here's your Zoom link. It can even be a manual process. So if you are a coach, if you are a consultant, if you are making money based on your knowledge and expertise, this is a very simple way to start a business, build your audience. Some sort of one-to-one or some sort of group experience, okay? Group experience, that sounds a little bit interesting. Templates. So I said it, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but web templates, website templates, copywriting templates, messaging templates, funnel templates, landing page templates, resumes, icons, templates and bundles, huge, 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 huge. A paid newsletter with premium content. like $5 a month, and you springboard to your paid offers. So I know a couple of you on here, okay, have magazines or newsletters that you are selling now. Okay, you can use that as a springboard to something greater. I know some of you on here are fantastic writers. This is your gift. A paid newsletter with premium content tailored to a very specific group, and every month, let's say it's monthly, solves and addresses very specific problems, etc. $5. Then you springboard to paid offer. I just subscribed to something because, again, I'm so immersed in the physio consulting world, to an expert's paid newsletter. And every month I get it. And you know what? I think I pay, I want to say $6.99 a month. It could even be less. And then annually, it's a little bit less discounted. And it's filled with crazy gated content. Gated means I had to pay to get it. And then he springboards me, and all of a sudden I realized I've signed up to his, monthly mastermind or what have you. Or you drive through to a free call, depending, okay? So that paid newsletter with premium content, if you are a product maker, you could have some sort of catalog with all your products. People still love to download catalogs that has a small ticket price tag on it. And every month, and maybe it's just a one-off. Download this for $4.97, my product catalog for 2022. Okay, and you can, the bonus, as a bonus, get a 10% coupon or free shipping or what have you. Tools, people love to create tools. That could be recipe planners, grocery list planners, workout guide, and a Google Doc. Some sort of irresistible offer creator, like I packaged up in my $4.97 offer. Memberships, it could be a Facebook group with a little bit of structure to it, like every Tuesday I do a training, and every Friday I do this, and then every month you get a newsletter, and maybe it's $47 a month. Okay, I just spoke with a lovely lady this week from, I think it was North Dakota, asking me if I wanted to be part of this paid community she's putting together, and she's choosing 12 coaches. And, we're in this community, but the people pay to be members. And part of the deal is they're paying X amount every month, but they have access to 12 different coaches that address 12 different problems or aspects of their business. So it's interesting. A teeny tiny course. I love this one. I've mentioned this before. A teeny tiny course for a teeny tiny offer, teeny tiny course with a teeny tiny price tag that adds up. So 1 to 5 videos, you create an email sequence. It could be, here's your vegetarian meal plan for the week. And every week you get, a recipe with a grocery list and a personal video or what have you. Or a teeny tiny course on how to design your business logo, or again, how to hire a virtual assistant, or how to, how to write an email in 15 minutes, how to start an online business from scratch when you have zero idea. Trying to think of other ideas, but you get it, right? And then of course the number 10, some sort of 90-minute live workshop. People love this. The 90-minute live workshop, you tape it, you show up, you charge people under $100 for it, depending on the value you're going to give. The price tag has to be attached to the transformation. But if I do a 90-minute live group workshop, and I don't do a lot of them because it takes a lot of my energy for 90 minutes, but a 90-minute live group workshop, let's say you charge, $100 for it. You have 10 people that show up, that's $1,000 for 90 minutes, and then you tape it, and then you sell it. And then you sell it as an evergreen workshop. So you've made $1,000 off the live with those 10 people, then you tape it, export it, and then you sell it for, whatever price tag. And maybe depending on the transformation, maybe you sell it for $200. Okay, think about it. That becomes an evergreen product that creates some sort of passive income stream. So those are 10 hot products, tiny digital products. Okay, so I wanted to keep this under an hour, but I love to talk. So remember, traditionally there's the lean magnet launch. Remember, I teach this. Go up to the guide section in the group, and I think I have a training on how to lean launch your business, how to launch before things are perfect, how to make money as you go and launch. That's what I teach. I don't teach spend a year and launch. I teach do this, do this, do this in a linear fashion, follow this roadmap that works, and launch imperfectly and get paid to tweak and to adjust. So yes, you can go from your free ebook or your freebie, whatever lead magnet you have, to an indoctrination series, to an order form, to delivery of your product. That still works. Absolutely works. But you will get a lot of tire kickers. You will get a lot of people that will consume your free content and never convert. Okay? But it still works. So don't be hating. Don't be hating on me saying, hey, Kellie-Ann, what the hell? Yes, it still works. I still offer freebies. I still offer my business building workbook. I still offer a free webinar. I still offer those things because that's all helped me build a big audience. Okay? But the new way in 2022, and what I want to help you with is this, the lean, tiny digital product launch, where you are going to get paid to launch and paid to validate your offer and grow your list. You're going to make money along the way. And you go from your tiny digital product to your 7-day indoctrination email series to an order form, could be just a Stripe link, a PayPal link, to the delivery of your product or service. Okay, so the lean, tiny digital product launch, it's another way, it's the 2022 way to launch, okay? And to get yourself some wins and to feel good about yourself and to validate your entrepreneurial dream and to drive through to a larger, big ticket offer or a larger product or your signature program, okay? It sets people up. It sets people up. It predisposes them. So you're probably all sitting there and going, okay, Kellie-Ann, sounds great, but how the hell, what do I do? I don't want to go back to my computer and scratch my head and spend the next 6 months trying to come up with this tiny digital product, right? Am I right? Is anyone out there going, okay, sounds good, but what do I do next? So here it is.